Hi, Stars fans. Welcome to another episode of the Mighty Melbourne Stars podcast. I'm Heath MacDonald, aka Mighty Melbourne Stars, and I'm joined by my lovely co host.
Thanks, guys. It's Jacob here from Melbourne Stars News. Pleased to be back for another preview. This time against the Sydney Sixers. It's our first double preview of the season, so our second one as we've already played them. This time at the MCG. Last time we took the Chocolates against them quite comfortably with a Sam Harper 100. Can we do the same this time, Heath?
Yes, we can. We have to win this game. It's a must win for us because
Yeah.
if we don't win, it risks the other teams of catching up to us and overtaking us, which we don't want. So we have to win this game tomorrow.
Yeah, it feels like a must win. I know we're 4-2, and if we do lose, our finals hopes are still well and truly alive. But you look at the fixture. There's only 4 games left, and we play the Scorchers at Optus, so that's going to be a very difficult task. And we don't want to be going into that game needing to win to make finals. We want to have that secured before, which I think we can do. We're playing in Melbourne the next 3 games. We have a pretty not easy, but a decent run. We're not playing the top teams. So look, I'm confident that we can win. But we just need to look. We just need to speak on their players to look out for. Now the Sixers, there's not many to look out for. Judged off their previous games, they were 7 for 50 or 60 odd the other night against who was it? The
The
Brisbane
Heat.
Heat. So what do you make of that performance? I know you weren't really watching, but how does that make you feel going into the game, knowing that they were all out for such a low score?
Well, we really should be winning this game against the Sixers based on what I saw against the Heat, because the Sixers barely won that game, and if it was any other team, I'd say the Sixers would have definitely lost that game. But since it was the Heat, they barely got the job done, and we should take that a full advantage of that, because if it was us, we definitely get the job done, because we definitely need to win the toss and bowl first and go back to the form that got us the 4-0 start at the start of the year.
Yeah, definitely. So players to look out for. I mean, Babar Azam can obviously get going when he wants to, but he hasn't really been able to much this season. So I'm going to rule him out of that kind of category. Josh Philippi is one of the leading run scorers in the competition. He had a great start to his season. However, he slowed down a little bit in the past few matches. So I still think he's someone to look out for. And to be honest, most of their batting lineup haven't done much or done what they've wanted this year. I think Jack Edwards is a phenomenal player, the all-rounder. He's taken wickets and made a lot of runs, so he's someone we have to look out for. And Ben Dorshus with the ball is always deadly. And Sean Abbott was great as well last game.
Yeah, definitely. I 100% agree with those players. And we come into this game on the back of 2 straight losses. We win this and we go equal top with the Hurricanes and the Scorchers if they win tonight. So it's going to be interesting to see how we go, because we need to get the job done and capitalize the Melbourne run that we have, because it's the Sixers and then the Strikers and Renegades.
Yeah. And we
Yeah,
usually handle Melbourne pretty well. We kind of talked last season how the MCG is becoming our fortress. But, first game back at the G, we dropped one against the Renegades in a close game. So I just hope we can bounce back, because a couple of times last year we're actually able to defend a total. We batted first and defended at the MCG, and we went just fine. So yes, obviously we want to win the toss and we want to bowl, but we have to be able to do both, as we've mentioned. And yeah, a win tomorrow night will probably be on top. That could change depending on other results from the Scorchers and the Hurricanes. But yeah, we wait and see. All I know is we will be moving up to the top, or at least in the top three, and probably one more win after that would secure a final spot. But obviously we're aiming for as high as we can get and as many wins as we can get, not just scraping the bottom of the barrel. So back to looking at the Sixers game. So we have to look at the Renegades game and think: do we make any lineups heading into this next game?
I definitely, like, for the effort in the field, I definitely dropped Rogers based on his effort in the field, and he took a catch, but he also dropped one. He didn't go well with the bat, I don't think. So
Yep.
we are bring Sam Hain in for Rogers.
Yep.
Uh, I think that would be my only change, but I don't know. You don't want to drop our leading wicket takers. I think it's probably just the one change, Rogers for Sam Hain. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I'm not touching our bowling lineup. I know they had a bad game last game. They were expensive. They didn't do what they were required to at the start with breaking partnerships. But hey, you have to look at the majority of the season and how good they've been. And they're the leading wicket takers of the competition for a reason. I truly think at our best, we have the strongest bowling attack in the competition. No bias. And look, yeah, I'd be dropping either Rogers or McDonald. I want to give Blake McDonald another chance because he had a generational knock against the Brisbane Heat, and I'm hoping he can do that again. But I just don't like him coming in at number 4. I think we'd lost 2 quick wickets, and bringing him in wasn't a good idea, and we needed to shuffle the order. I'm happy to have him at 7. Um, and yeah, we just go from there. But look, it's either Rogers or McDonald that'll be dropped, and I wouldn't be surprised if they drop McDonald, just because they tend to like leaving Rogers in. I wouldn't be mad either way who it is really, but yeah, I think when you look at form, it's Tom Rogers who needs to probably have a game on the sidelines and let the international experience of Sam Hain take over, and we can see what he can produce with the bat. Because yeah, missing an international in Joe Clark is a big loss, and it's tough with only with no international batter. So I know our batting lineup is quite strong when our players are at their best and firing, but you know when Maxi's going for one and Stoin chips one on and gets unlucky, and you know Harper goes early, then all of a sudden we're in shambles, and we need that experience. And I'd much rather have the experience of Sam Hain coming to the crease than Tom Rogers or Blake McDonald right now. So yeah, I'd agree with you. Just the one change. I wouldn't change anything else.
Yeah, and I was just gonna say, what more does Sam Hain have to do to get a bloody game? Because we've obviously talked about him since we signed him, but we haven't been picking him, which is quite silly. And we were not happy that he hasn't got a game yet.
Yeah, I'm really not. I really don't have an answer for it. I mean, he's an international player, and generally, your international players are your best. I know he's not. He wouldn't be one of our best players because we have such a strong domestic list. But I'd definitely be playing him. I think the only explanation would be, you know, we were 4-0 and we signed both McDonald and Hain, and we thought, hey, maybe we'll give the young Victorian a go, Blake McDonald, see what he can do. You know, we're already up 4-0 on the top of the ladder. There's no loss, so I think we went with it. You know, we rested. We didn't. We said, hey, Hain, you know, we've signed you, but we're just gonna see what this young fella can do. And hey, he did really well. So they brought him back for another game, and they didn't make any changes. They probably could have put Hain in for Rogers still, but they didn't. They stuck with it. And now, obviously, Rogers and McDonald both didn't have good performances, so you'd have to look at bringing Hain into the team now. And I do think he'll play on at the MCG tomorrow night. So, yeah, I don't really have a full explanation as to why we're not playing him, but I'd expect him to play tomorrow night.
Definitely. So, what's your prediction going into this game? Do you reckon we will get the win, or how do you reckon we're going to go about this game? Because we're going to have to learn from the last 2 losses and just get the win because that's all that matters for us.
Yeah, it really is all that matters right now. Is just winning this back end of the tournament. So no, I think we get the win. I think we bounce back. We've been pretty good all season, so we have to continue to back our momentum and confidence. Playing at the MCG always helps us, and the Sixers are out of form right now. That's something we have to capitalise on. I know they won, but it was a terrible game. I think their bowling was pretty good, but their batting was terrible. So we have to capitalise on that and get them out for a low total. Yes, obviously we hope we win the flip. We hope we bowl first, but you know we have to be prepared for anything, and we just got to win. So we just have to bat well, bowl well. I know it's easier said than done, but
Yeah.
yeah, my prediction is yeah we do get the win. In terms of player of the game, I'm going to go Peter Siddle with the ball. I think he's going to take 4 wickets. And I think Sam Harper is going to make 60 runs.
Yeah, no, that's good. I reckon House Ralph takes 3, and like I'll go with you and go Sam Harper with a knock of 80, just to
Yeah.
because he needs to. He's taken a game by a scruff of the neck against the Sixers. Let's see if he can back that up again and see how we go, because we're definitely going to win. I know we're going to win, and we have to win. I definitely think we need the Renegades to somehow beat Scorchers in Perth, which is actually doable because they're not. I think
They're
they've
not
only
playing well
won.
right now.
Yeah, and I think they've only won 2 games at home, and they've also lost at home. So
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely think we like we're going into this game. I'd say we go in as favourites, but based on form, you'd say we go in as underdogs because we're. I know it's at the MCG, but our form hasn't been up to par as of yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure where we'd sit. I think we would be the favourites. But yeah, I guess we just got to go into it as best as possible. And I wouldn't be surprised if Glenn Maxwell has a big game. And I might sound stupid, but he's the type of player to really bounce back. I think he's going to be a bit frustrated with his recent performances, and I wouldn't be surprised if he just goes out there and whacks it. So we wait and see. But that wraps up another quick episode of the Mighty Melbourne Stars podcast. It was just a short preview because it was just me and Heath today, guys, and we're
Yeah,
short on time. But thank you all for listening to another episode. We appreciate all your support. Continue to like, follow, subscribe, and share. It really helps us and motivates us. So yeah, I think that's it, Heath.
yeah, that's it. All good to go.
All right, thank you all for listening, and hopefully we get the win tomorrow night. And go Stars!
Go Stars.
What you doing? You just wanna sunset.